at the end of this training, you should be able to, what are the best practices to engage customers online? What do you need to do so you don't forget to engage with your customers? Number 2 is to set up the birthday machine. So we haven't covered this. I'm gonna cover this today. How do you set up the birthday machine so that it runs monthly? Because this is designed to run every month. Number 3 and number 4 is improving the number of opt-ins and the number and the redemption rate if you're having trouble with that, or if you're just starting out. These are things that you can take note of when you start running the birthday machine. Okay, so let's start with monthly setup. So this month, we're in December. In less than a week or in less than 2 weeks, it's gonna be January. So if you're planning on setting up the birthday campaign for January, usually what I do for a new month, so these are the things that you need to set up. You need to set up your Facebook ad, you need to set up ManyChat, and then you need to plan for engagement. So with a Facebook ad, I set it up 1 to 2 days before the first of the month. So for January, start setting up maybe the 30th, the 31st. If you're busy with parties on the 31st, you can definitely do that earlier. So what you do is you set up the ad, get it submitted to Facebook. You can turn off the campaign, and then when you're ready to run it, you can turn it on the 1st of January. The other thing that you can do, you can set a start and end date for the campaign. Yeah, and make sure that your end date is on the 31st of January so that your January birthday campaign runs during the month of January only. The other thing, once you're done setting up the ad, is you need to publish the post or schedule it to post on your page before the 1st of on the 1st of January. So we covered scheduling the ad post, I think on day 2 or 3. I think day 1, sorry. So you need to publish your ad post, which is a dark post, and schedule it to be published on the 1st of January. And the reason is it's related to the ManyChat birthday bot. So remember, in day 2, we need to pair the ad, the post engagement ad, with the birthday bot. So you need a post that is already published on the page or is scheduled to be published on the page. So you need to pair that post with the comment growth tool. That's why you need to at least schedule the post. So for the ManyChat itself, you need to set up the comment growth tool. So you need a separate one for January, just to keep things neat, for tracking too later on. So set up a comment growth tool for January. Make sure your opt-in messages don't say anything specific about the month. If you're using my copy, there's nothing specific, and you don't need to change the opt-in message. But if you're using a different opt-in message that includes the month, then you need to change that. So like I said, the comment growth tool needs to be paired with that post. The second thing is with the flows. So you need to create a different flow for January. You can copy from your flow for December and then edit the one for January, making sure that you are changing all the tags in there to January. So if you're tagging people if you're running this month and you're tagging people as people are having a birthday in December, you need to change that tag to January for the flow for January. And you also need to change, if you're using custom user fields like birth month, if you're capturing that information, then you need to change that to 1 so that that's for January instead of 12, which is December. And then you need to plan for engagement. So for engagement, I'm going to go through that in detail in the next slide. But basically, every month, this is what you need to do. And as you do this several times, it gets easier and easier. It gets faster and faster. And of course, you can get somebody else to do it for you too. If you have an assistant, you can get your assistant to do this for you. All right, let's dive into engagement. So what do you do once your ad starts running? So for example, in January, you start running your ad and you start getting comments on your post. So this is what we do. We like or love each comment. So everybody who responds or replies to the post gets a response. So we like their or love their comment, and then after that we respond. So we say something nice like happy birthday, just to acknowledge that it's their birthday. If it's their birthday soon, then we just say happy birthday. If it's like in a week or two, we just say advance happy birthday. We try to, if they respond with something more specific than their birthday, like if they like dining at that restaurant, then we acknowledge that too. And if they've already opted in, then we say that we have already sent your birthday coupon. See you soon at the restaurant. Now, yeah, so what's going to happen is on their phone, they're going to receive 2 notifications. One is the reaction to their comment, and the second is the second notification they're gonna receive is that they received a response to their comments. So that's 2 notifications. So you're keeping the engagement high. The other thing that we do, so you do this every day. It will take you 5-10 minutes depending on how many responses you're gonna get. So it's not a lot of time. The other thing we do is also invite people to like the page. So as you can see here, there's 87 people who reacted to the post. So we go through these people. When you click on this, it's going to bring up the list of people who reacted to the post. And beside each person's name, there's an invite button. So just go ahead and click on invite. They're going to receive an invite to like the page. So this is another way to increase page likes for the page without running a page likes campaign or paying for people to like the page. The other thing, so you need to also schedule time to respond to people who are messaging the page. So once they've opted in, sometimes they say thanks, or sometimes they have a question. So make sure that you're also checking the inbox for messages about your birthday campaign. If they say thanks, if you don't have an automated rule running, you can manually say welcome. If they're asking for more information, like the location of the business, then you can send the address of the business. So yeah, so keeping on top of the engagement, that's a way to keep the engagement high. All right, so let's say you've been running this campaign for a few days and you're not seeing opt-ins. So opt-ins is considered a person or a customer who has gone through your flow, submitted their information, their name, their email, their phone number, their birthday, all the information that you require for them to become a subscriber or receive, I mean, not a subscriber, but receive the birthday offer. So that is considered an opt-in. Now, if you're not getting opt-ins, the first thing you need to check is, are you getting responses to your post? More likely than not, you are getting responses to your post, or you're getting people commenting on the post. So the first thing you need to do is, are these people already opted in? So go through the comments one by one. The first thing probably you need to do is sort this by newest. So when you click on this, there's a few options. If it's at most relevant, then it will only show the most relevant comment, probably, you know, how Facebook ranks what is the most relevant comment. The other way to sort it is by newest, meaning sort the comments by the latest comment that's on the post. So do sort that when you go through the comments so that it's easier. So check each comment to see if they have opted in. In this example, Colleen commented, but when we checked Messenger or ManyChat, we saw that she hadn't responded to the opt-in message. So remember, they have to opt in first. They have to type yes, and then once they're opted in, once they type yes, then you start asking them the information that you need before you send a coupon. So she missed the first step. So the message that we'd send is sometimes please check your messenger for a message so we can send you your coupon. So something along those lines, and usually they see the comment. Yeah, because like I mentioned in the previous slide, when you react to their comment and they respond, and you respond to their comment, they're gonna receive that red notification on the Facebook app, and they're gonna see your comment and they're gonna check their messenger. Okay, so if you are getting comments on your post, that's an easy fix. Just go into the messages and make sure that they have already opted in. Now, if you are not getting any comments at all or getting very few comments, then the other thing that you may try is to start testing different ad sets. So you can adjust the audience. You can probably change location targeting to radius, to zip code targeting. So only targeting the zip codes who you think are gonna be respond to your post. Or you can also think about adding interests. So adding more interest to the keywords that are using in your ad set. So you can try that and see if you're getting better results. So every time you change your ad, what I suggest, if you're doing changes to your ad set, you have to create a different ad set. Okay, don't use the same ad set so that you can review your stats later, you know, like with the old ad set, how it was performing, and then you can compare it to how this new ad set is performing. So duplicate the current ad set and do your changes on the new copy, and then let it run for 1 to 3 days. So 1 to 3 days, let it run by itself so that the Facebook algorithm has some time to learn how best to deliver your ad. So give it time to learn, and yeah, if that isn't working, the next thing you can try is to switch to a messages campaign. So as you know, we started out with a post engagement campaign. Now you can try switching to a messages campaign. So with a messages campaign, the call to action is for people to message you. So they're not gonna be commenting on the post for whatever reason. Some people don't feel comfortable letting other people know that it's their birthday, so they'd rather just message you directly. So this is another option for those areas, or yes, so those situations where this might be the case. Okay. If that doesn't work, so let that run for 1 to 3 days and see how it performs. If that doesn't work, again, the next thing you can do is to retarget those people who have already viewed the video. So with a post engagement campaign, we are starting out with a short video. So that is considered a video, even though it's just 6 seconds and it just shows the birthday cake and the call to action in the headline, right? So that's still considered a video. You need to retarget those people who have already viewed the video but have not yet opted in. So that's another way. So basically, you're showing the same ad to the same people, just showing the ad again to them, just so you know, maybe the first time they didn't see it. I mean, not that they didn't see it, but they didn't opt in the first time. So now you're giving them a second chance to opt in. So that's another way. So whichever changes that you decide to do, give it time for the Facebook algorithm to learn and give it at least 1 to 3 days. Okay, so that's for opt-ins. Now, if you don't have a problem with opt-ins, you're getting a lot of opt-ins, but you are having issues with redemptions, the first thing I would look at is the offer. So, is it an irresistible offer? For you personally, if you think about it too, if you were a customer of the business, would that offer be, like, is it a fair offer? Is it irresistible offer enough for me to try out the business, especially if it's a new business? If I already have, for example, if I already have a restaurant that I go to regularly and there is this offer from a new restaurant, would it would I be interested in trying that new restaurant because of that offer, or will I continue going to the same restaurants that I'm loyal to? So that's the first thing. With irresistible offers or offers in general, let's also talk about perceived value versus the price. So when you're offering something, think about the perceived value. Is there a high perceived value? If it's a high perceived value, it's good to, it's okay. You can go out there and offer that. The other way is if it doesn't have a high perceived value, people don't know it, people don't know, like, and trust it, then you might consider like adding the price in the ad, like how much the offer is worth, to give people more context, something that is more concrete, because usually something that is abstract and you have to ask people to think about what that means for them, it might not, it's a harder sell. So for example, if you're offering a 10% discount, if your business is in high-end goods, maybe a 20% discount would be very attractive because they know you're selling high-end goods, luxury goods, so 20% discount is a huge discount. But if people don't know your product and you give them a 10% discount, it might not be that attractive. So change it to something which represents a 10% discount. And I know this is something that was raised in day one as a question, so I'm just elaborating here. Now, if you're offering something that is expensive, there's concern about offering something free that is expensive, you can help cover that expense sort of by specifying terms and conditions along with your birthday offer. So you can specify minimum spend or specify other terms and conditions, like if they need to do something before they can enjoy that free offer. Okay, so I've talked about offers. There's another dimension to redemptions that you can play with, which is the offer period. So with the birthday machine, I like to run it for the entire month, meaning people have a chance to redeem their birthday offer until the end of the month, or 7 days after the end of the month. So they have that opportunity and they have time to do that, and we do send them reminders so that they can enjoy that offer any time of the month. Now, you can try, if you're not getting redemptions or seeing the redemptions that you are expecting, you can try to change your offer period to a shorter offer period. Like, they need to redeem it within 7 days of the coupon being sent to them, or they need to redeem it within 7 days of their birthday. So give them more urgency, so there's more urgency with this kind of offer period. Yeah, so there's a little bit more urgency and scarcity involved with that offer period, right? And then there are, of course, things that are out of your control, like the season, which you can think about. Maybe it's a slow season, maybe it's winter, people tend not to go out, or something else. So there are some things that are out of our control, and we just have to work around those. Speaking of which, going back to the offer period, so with a birthday machine, we run it until the end of the month. So we see a trend of during the month. We see a lot of redemptions happening at the beginning of the month, and then towards the end of the month is when there's another spike in redemptions. So if you're not seeing redemptions maybe in the middle of the month or the second week, don't worry, those will pick up nearer to the end of the month. I think it's just human nature. People put it to the last minute. So that's why reminders are important. Yeah, so the last thing here is make sure that you're sending out reminders to increase your redemption rate. Okay. Yeah, I think for day 4, which is on engagement and how to set up your birthday machine every month and how to improve and get around, if you're having issues with your opt-ins and your redemption rate. So I encourage you to try it out. January is coming in less than, I think 10, 12 days, 11, 12 days. So yeah, you can schedule your ad, you can schedule your post so that you can do that early. Then you can go for your parties, you can go for New Year's Eve parties and have that running on the 1st of January. All right. So this is just, to conclude. So the birthday machine, how it's different from any other birthday campaigns that you've seen and you've personally experienced. It's targeted using Facebook ads. There's automation using ManyChat Messenger bots. It helps to build your list. So that's another thing that you can do for your campaigns too, if you're not already doing that. If you're running other campaigns, not necessarily a birthday campaign, make sure that you do something to capture the information of your customers so that you can communicate with them, not just outside Messenger, but also through the other communication channels like email and SMS. And also try to incorporate the concept of tracking results in your campaign so that you can demonstrate ROI, you can demonstrate results. I mean, whatever campaign you're running, try to do this so that you can show results. And, especially for marketers, this is another way for you to start building your portfolio, is to track your results so you can create your own case study. You can show your case study and get other clients, because showing results is, I think, very important in order to win a client. And of course, for business owners, yeah, like if you are running campaigns right now and you have no idea how your campaigns are running, I mean, you just have a vague idea of how your campaigns are doing, tracking your results in using ManyChat or some other software really help you see how much you are generating from your campaigns versus how much you're spending, maybe on ads, maybe on other resources. So yeah. Birthday marketing. The birthday machine is birthday marketing that is targeted, automated, builds your customer list, and tracks results. And last thing is engagement. So everything is tied together with engagement. These are customers that we're dealing with. We need to make sure that we are listening, we are engaging with them, and we are engaging in an exciting way. So, like with this system, there's so much opportunity to engage them and to excite them. Like, seeing the redemptions is also exciting for the business, especially when they get notifications on their phone that somebody just redeemed their offer. So the birthday machine is a win-win. It's a win for customers because we're going for irresistible offers, for offers that they are going to be interested in redeeming, especially for their birthdays when they like to celebrate and they want to bring family and friends. It just adds to the excitement, and it's also a win for businesses. Like if you win the customers, you're gonna win businesses too. They're gonna rake in sales, they're gonna have more customers, in trying their business and coming back for a second or third visit. So it's really a win-win. I wanted to share, my personal mission and vision for the birthday machine. So I have been running the birthday machine in one form or another since January of this year. And I have seen the potential. So I was calling it something else and I've rebranded it to the birthday machine so that it's easier to remember. Um, and my personal mission and vision, because I've seen the potential of the birthday machine, is to get it into the hands of as many small business owners as possible. Whether that's through my agency, serving other businesses, whether that's through your agency, bringing the birthday machine to your own clients, bring it to the market, or whether it's through your own business. If you're a business owner, use the concepts that I've shared here, use the birthday machine, and that is really my personal mission and vision. That's why I also created this 4-day training series.